I'm not being said.
If Man United get relegated in the Premier League is done. The Premier League is over. We are the biggest team in the Premier League, the biggest club in the world. So if Man United get relegated in the Premier League is over. There's no need of watching the Premier League again. So stop it.
Fight to your keyboard, sir.
Stop it.
It's just an opinion. I said I hope it is not. I did not say I hope it is.
This is coming from someone that finished 10th last season.
Yes.
That almost got relegated.
Wow, you finished 15 the season before.
That was
I finished 10 last season. You finished 15 before. So I didn't even end 15.
That was 2 seasons
I did well. And the season you finished 15, I won the World Club Cup trophy. I won the Conference League. So what are we not saying?
Are you talking about Conference League?
But I just said, if you heard me clearly, I said I hope it is not. Meaning I'm even supporting you.
It can never be Man United. It can never.
I didn't say it will be Manchester United. I said I hope it is not.
You don't call the biggest football club name in England in such statement. You don't put Man United name in such statement. What is Manchester United? We are not related to relegation.
If you are not trying to be unfair here, I just told you Manchester United will end in the top 3. I said it earlier, but this is a figure of speech.
No, you are trying to fight with me.
I'm not fighting. I told you I'm not as biased as you are. I placed Manchester United in my top 3 among the top 5, and I prayed for you. I said I hope it is not Manchester United. So where did I do wrong here?
We'll see.
Chelsea.
We'll see.
Mona no shame me this season, though.
We have a lot.
The people planning against me this season.
We have a lot to do this season. We'll see.
Xabi Alonso.
We are coming back.
I don't use Nana the brag.
We are coming back to this.
I don't use Nana the brag. If my Nyash enter fire this season. Well, hi ladies and gentlemen. What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Milton. And today we are going to be talking about a sport you love so much. A sport that keeps you entertained and glued to your seat. I'm talking about football. And today we are talking about the Premier League. Welcome to Footie Moment with Milton. And I have alongside with me one of my dear friends and somebody who is deep and broad in knowledge when it comes to football. I'm here with J Banks. J Banks, how are you?
Thank you, my brother Milton. Thank you for having me here on this podcast today. I'm very happy to be here.
It's a pleasure and a privilege to have you. Thank you so much. And it's so special to me because this is the first episode. So having you here with me means a lot to me. Thank you, my brother. So without wasting much time, we are going to delve right into the conversation of the day. And I'll be asking a few questions. We discuss a few things. My first question to you today is, when you hear the Premier League, what comes to your mind? Is Premier League really the biggest league when it comes to club football?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. When we hear the word Premier League, when we hear anything about the Premier League, we are excited. It's competitive. It's the biggest league in the world, no doubt. Okay. And we want to be glued to our screen this new season. Because as you can see, I'm a Man United fan, and I want my team to do very well this new season. Yeah.
Well said, truly well said. So, why do you think the Premier League is the biggest league when it comes to world football?
Okay, I think the Premier League is the biggest league when it comes to world football because the Premier League is very, very competitive. True. The Premier League is, everyone knows about the Premier League. Everyone wants to watch the Premier League. The Premier League have produced great players all over the globe, all over the world. We've got numerous Ballon d'Or winners from the Premier League, True. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, Rodri from Manchester City. So there's no doubt the Premier League is the biggest league in world football.
Truly, the Premier League is the biggest league in world football. We can see from the transfer markets. We can see from the payments of salaries to player. We can see from the hype. It's the most viewed league in the world. All over the globe, in different countries, the Premier League is being spoken about. So indeed, Premier League is the biggest league when it comes to club football. Now, my question to you again is, what moment reminds you of the Premier League? What's your favorite Premier League moment? I know we've had a lot of them. The 9-minute Aguero goal and a whole lot of them. So what moments reminds you of the reason why people love the Premier League?
Okay, thank you very much. You see, like you said before, Premier League is so tough, it's so exciting. Like when we talk about the Aguero moment, we all know what happened that period. It was a very competitive stage between Man United and Manchester City. When Aguero scored a 9-minute goal against the QPR team. And the Premier League produced beautiful goals, beautiful moments. We talk about goals, you talk about the Alejandro Garnacho goals against Everton. And we talk about the Wayne Rooney goal against and Man City as well. So the Premier League is always exciting. It's always loving to watch. Nobody wants to miss the Premier League game. Nobody wants to miss moment in Premier League because any moment missed in Premier League can be the moment you will never see again in the world football.
I actually remember the Garnacho moment, the overhead kick, and also the Rooney goal against Manchester City, another overhead kick. But I can see you're being a bit biased because you are particular about Manchester United. But with this thing, we don't judge. Who am I to fight you against your club? So the Premier League, as we've heard about, is a league that produces great moments. Premier League, a team in the 19th position can beat a team in the first position. We see that happen season after season, back to back, and that's why we enjoy the league. So now let's bring it back to the recent season. What do you have to say about the transfer market? We've been seeing clubs throw money here and there, see players come from leagues that are not the Premier League, see young talent, see experienced talent, like the transfers done by Manchester United, stealing Telemans, because I call this stealing because it's a big experience. He's a player who has played in the Premier League, played for Leicester City, played for Aston Villa. So he's a player who has played in the Premier League for Leicester City. We saw him do magic in Leicester City. He played for Aston Villa, carried the team. Even in the World Cup, he died hard for Belgium, although they had a poor tournament. So starting with Telemans, what do you have to say about the transfer in the Premier League? And some players have been bought for very high amounts of money. Do you think they are overrated, or do you think most of them are not supposed to be so? What's your thought on the transfer market so far?
Okay, thank you very much. My thoughts about the transfer market so far has been very, very wide because from my own team, the way I've been going in the transfer market, I mean, it has been okay so far, but I will not really say I like it, but I'll manage it for now. And I think a lot of teams are going really crazy in the transfer market.
Yeah.
When you talk about Chelsea, when you talk about don't do that. When you talk about teams like Tottenham,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
gonna say I'm
that's true.
very, I'm
That's
very,
true.
very scared of Tottenham
True.
in the transfer window.
True.
But I feel they buy too much, and at the end of the day, they lose all the players. They don't achieve anything. But let's see how it goes. And secondly, I'm going to talk about Chelsea. They have been doing very, very well in this transfer window. And one of the players I love so much they bought is the player from Crystal Palace, the defender from Crystal Palace. I like the guy so much. He's a very good defender, he's experienced defender, he's aggressive, he win doors, he win tackles. So I really respect that transfer so much from Chelsea. And I think I spoke about Tottenham before. Tottenham are doing a very good business in the transfer market, but I really don't expect much from them. And again, Man United the transfer window, I've bought Santos and Tillemans. So I think those two players are really great experienced players in the Premier League. They are Premier League proven players. They know what to do. They know what they're about to face. They won't come and be scared of what to do. So they already know the league. They are not scared of anything. They know what to play. So I just hope that the Premier League and the new manager they are coming to be with and the team will favor them. And will look forward to see the result of Man United this season.
Well, I agree with you. I so much agree with you. For me, Chelsea, the transfer market it has been mixed feelings for me because I've lost some players and I've also gained some players. So I've gained Morgan Rogers, an experienced player, and you mentioned our new defender Lacroix. I will not talk about the under 16, under 17 that they are going for. That's transactional. I'm not interested in players like that. But I also lost Alejandro Garnacho, a player I like so much. I admire him when he played for Manchester United. Unfortunately, he had a terrible season with Chelsea, and now he's on loan with Aston Villa. So it's been two ways for me. I'm hoping, unlike you, I can't be certain because we have a coach who has played almost 10 matches with the team, and he did well. But I'm just getting to play with Alonso for the first time. So it's a mixed feeling for me, a mixed reaction. But we are being positive, not because of the work he did at Madrid, because I won't say he failed at Madrid, but didn't produce the expected result for Madrid. So we are holding him to the work he did at Bayer Leverkusen. And earlier you mentioned about coaches. I was coming there, but thank God you got there first. So there have been new coaches in the Premier League. My coach, Xabi Alonso, who is coaching in the Premier League for the first time, though he played as a player in Liverpool, and we saw the magic he did. So there are also new coaches coming into the Premier League and some coaches moving from clubs in the Premier League to other clubs in the Premier League. So what do you think about those coaches? My personal opinion, I think Enzo Maresca might not be able to fill in the shoes of Pep Guardiola in the first season. Because I don't think there's any other Pep Guardiola anywhere. It's just one Pep Guardiola. We know the magic he performed. We know how he uses the boys, both the teenagers, the experienced players. We saw how he groomed O'Reilly. O'Reilly is now a world-class player. We saw how he built Kopama. Now Palmer is one of the best in the world. So I don't think, I'm not like I'm underrating or degrading him, but I don't think Enzo Maresca will be able to fill in the boots of Pep Guardiola in the first season. What's your take on that and other new coaches who are now in the Premier League?
Okay. I feel the Premier League is a very tough league, and it's full of surprises.
True.
Because I think a coach like Enzo Maresca for Man City, I'm not expecting much from him because Man City is already a good team. You just need to come there and do what the previous coach has already left behind. You understand? And for Adonio Raiola of Liverpool, I think he's a very good coach. He's a man I so much admire. I love the Raiola so much because he did a very amazing job for Bournemouth. Bournemouth sold a lot of players. He still did well for Bournemouth. He fought to be in the Europe, and I feel he's a very good coach. I'm also going to talk about the Tottenham Hotspur coach Roberto De Zerbi, because Tottenham escaped relegation last season. I'm looking forward to see what De Zerbi is going to do with this new Tottenham team, with the players he's buying right now. I want to know what they're going to do because they escaped relegation last season. Tottenham almost got relegated.
I was very scared for them.
Yes, me too. And secondly, I am looking forward to Mekekari because he took over from Amorim.
Yes.
Just before the season runs out, and he finished third in the Premier League. So now I'm looking forward to see what Mekekari can do with these boys. I want to see the Carrick football again. I want to see if we can compete for the league, even if we don't have good players that can really compete for the league. Because now we are in Europe, we have a lot of competitions to play. I want to see what Mekekari can do. I also want to see what Maresca can do. I also want to see what the new Chelsea coach can do. I also want to see what the Liverpool coach can do, because if you look now, they are all new coaches, and the big teams have new coaches apart from the Arsenal coach Arteta. Mekekari is still a new coach. The Chelsea boss is still a new coach. So we want to see what the Premier League is going to look like this coming season.
Now you've mentioned Arteta, Mikel Arteta. Do you think there is so much pressure on Arteta to repeat what he did last season? Do you think, because like you said, a lot of coaches who have come into the big teams are new coaches who little or no much expectations are on them? For example, Xabi Alonso, I don't think any person will be expecting him to come into the league for the first season and win the Premier League, even though Chelsea have little or no European matches to play the new season. But when he ends in the top three, that might be a win for him. Though with the expenses Chelsea had made, with the purchase Chelsea had made, expectations are always high. Chelsea is a club who always want their coaches to hit the ground running. Now, I want to ask you a question. Which coach do you think is under the most pressure? Because now Manchester United fans think they've gotten their messiah in Michael Carrick after what he did last season, beating the unbeatable Arsenal, trashing the untrashable Man City, dealing with Chelsea, playing wonderful football, and taking Man U from 6-7 position to a solid third position. Like a lot of Manchester United fans were saying, if they had about 10 extra games for the Premier League to finish, Manchester United would have been competing with Arsenal. And we won't doubt that. Because when Michael Carrick came in, Man U was the second team that had the most to win in the Premier. Stop smiling. Stop smiling, or I will stop praising Manchester United. So Manchester United was the team that did best after the top two teams in the league. And I was excited for them. Though I was not happy because of the banter, but I was excited for them. So are we hoping Carrick will pick up? And now I want to say something about Areola of Liverpool, and also chip in something about Enzo Maresca before I let you talk. We also how Arne Slot came into Liverpool last 2 seasons, and with the help of the boys and the squad Jurgen Klopp has built, he went straight on to win the Premier League. It was a very smooth ride for him, and everybody thought he was the chosen one. But coming back the next season, he had a woeful season, a season where he performed woefully, and unfortunately he got sacked. So, like I said earlier, is a season going to be enough for Enzo Maresca to fill in the boots of Pep Guardiola? Is Adoni Areola going to do the magic that Liverpool are expecting him to do? So what are your takes? Then don't forget to talk about my boy, Super Frankie Lampard. He made us proud by bringing Coventry back to the Premier League after not being in the league for over 25 years. So are we expecting much from Frank Lampard? Is it going to be a smooth ride for Enzo Maresca? Is it going to be a journey ride for Adoni Areola? What's your take on all of this? And is Michael Carrick going to live up to the expectations he dropped last season?
When we talk about pressure right now in the Premier League, I feel like pressures are a lot of coaches right now in the Premier League, because when you see Man United, the way we played last season, the way we ended last season, finishing third last season, we are expecting much from Carrick.
True.
We don't want less. We don't want to go back to 8. We don't want to finish 10. We want to either win the league or stay in the top 4 and at most win a domestic trophy. You understand? Because after finishing third, we don't want anything less. We want to be able to perform well. We want to be able to do things that will make our fans happy again. And another coach that I think has pressure is Mikel Arteta, because when you look at the way Arsenal played last season after winning the league, the Arsenal fans want something else from Arteta. They want to win the Champions League that they have never won before. They want to be able to compete more, because I'm not going to lie to you, Arsenal have the better chance to win the Premier League again.
True.
Because no other team have the kind of player they have. No other team is like more solid
and structured
like Arsenal. And structured like Arsenal right now.
True.
So Mikel Arteta have a lot of pressure in his back, because Arsenal fans right now, what they want is the Champions League.
Yes.
What they need is to be in the Europe, to be among the best, the biggest club in Europe, because they have never won the Champions League before, and I don't think they'll win it. But that is what the fans need. That is what Arsenal fans, the club, everybody needs now from Arteta. So I think Arteta is in a lot of pressure right now. And secondly, I'm going to talk about the master coach Enzo Maresca. You know, the Premier League is a very dicey league that anything can happen. Like I said before, Maresca just needs to pick up from where Guardiola stopped.
Yes.
With his new players, any kind of player that he's going to get.
Yes.
So Premier League is a very dicey league, like I said before. Don't forget, when Arne Slot came to Liverpool, the first season, he won the league. Nobody was expecting that from Arne Slot. Maresca can come in and win the league. The new Chelsea guy, Alonso, can come in and win the league as well. There's so much expectations on Alonso as well, because remember, Chelsea finished 10th last season. They don't want to finish less than that. They want to go higher. Chelsea want to be back in the Champions League, because you know Chelsea, they are very good in the Champions League. They are Champions League boys. They want to come back to Champions League. They want to come back to Europe. So I feel these coaches have a lot of pressures on them, because I think Chelsea want to come back to the Champions League. And when you look at all the big teams right now, there's a lot of pressure on the coaches, because everyone wants to finish top 4 or top 5 as the case may be. When you talk about Manchester United, they don't want to finish less. When you talk about Arsenal, they don't even want to finish less. When you talk about Man City, finishing less is not their priority. When you talk about Liverpool, they don't want to finish less. When you talk about Chelsea, they don't want to finish less. Now, Tottenham have bought new players and good players. They don't want to finish less. This club wants to come back to Champions League. They want to be back in the Europe football. So the Premier League this season is going to be very, 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 very competitive. Thank you.
I won't agree any less with you. You said a couple things about Tottenham, and I feel so sorry for them, though they are our London rivals. Tottenham has been very unfortunate lately. They've had series of injuries. That's what even made them go to relegation last season. That's what ruined their game last season. So I'm hoping they stay fit this season, and they've done a lot of transfers, and we are hoping for the best for Tottenham. Now, let's talk about the teams that were promoted to the Premier League. Coventry, Ipswich, and Hull City. So which of these teams do you think is going to do well? And are you thinking what I'm thinking? Because I'm thinking the three of them might just go back from the hotness I'm saying in the Premier League.
Yes.
I'm just thinking that the three of them might just go back. And you know one funny thing about newly promoted teams? They easily sack their coaches. Before maybe the first 10 matches, 20 matches of the season, once they see they are not able to win, they tend to change coaches. which might be a factor. And I also feel sorry for them because they don't have a lot of funds to buy players. They are restricted to getting players on loan or taking some old and stressed players to build up. We saw what Sunderland did by taking Granit Xhaka, and it worked out for them. We saw them taking players from other Premier League teams, Adingra, and the rest of them. So, what do you think about these newly promoted teams? And are we both sending them back, or is any of them you want to retain in the Premier League? Because it's going to be a very tough fight.
Okay, the teams that came from the championship, as you can see, I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I honestly think, I don't know, but I honestly think, if you ask me, I honestly think they're going back because I don't see any chance. And the only team I feel might want to try to stay is Coventry because they did very, very well in the championship.
Yes.
But you can't compare the championship
The Premier
to the
League.
Premier League. This is a very different competition.
Yes.
The pace is different.
Yes.
The tackles are different.
The rules.
The rules are different.
Yes.
The technologies are different.
Yes.
I think they are going back. I don't believe in Ipswich. I don't believe in All City. I think they are going back. And when you talk about the teams that are in the Premier League right now, I don't think anyone wants to leave a space for these new teams to come and occupy. I think these three relegation teams are going back. And I think the teams in the Premier League will buckle up and would not want to lose any points or go back to relegation.
Well, honestly, I totally agree with you. I think no team wants to lose their spot in the Premier League. Like I always tell people, I think the championship is harder than the Premier League because the championship has more matches and the rules are stronger there. The championship, there's no VAR. So most times there are loads of errors leading to goals and the referee can do little or nothing about it. So any team in the Premier League that loses their spot to the Champions League team is going to suffer it. We've seen a lot of teams go back to Championship, from there down to League 1, League 2, and over 30 years, they're not back in the Premier League. So we hope the teams in the Premier League fight to keep their spot. I guess we've said enough for now. So let's try to round this up. Who do you think is going to go with the Golden Boot and who is going to win the Premier League Player of the Season? Stop smiling. I know Bruno Fernandes won the last one. So don't rub it on my face.
Okay, when you talk about the Golden Boot in the Premier League, I think it's no other person than Erling Braut Haaland because he's a very good striker. When it comes to scoring goals and delivering for Manchester City, there is no one compared to Haaland. I can never be biased about that. When it comes to a proper striker, a proper top nine, I don't think, my own opinion, I don't think there's any striker in the world that comes close to Erling Haaland. I think he's going to win the Premier League Golden Boot again. And when we talk about the Premier League best player, I don't know yet, but I think the team that maybe wins the Premier League or does better, can a player from there is going to win the Premier League Player of the Season. But right now, I don't really know. I don't want to be biased. I don't want to call any of my player right now. But I think the Premier League this season is going to be very exciting.
So let's wrap it up. I'm going to put you at the spot. You are going to name the top 5 teams in the Premier League, how you think they are going to end, and the bottom 3, so that the fans and the viewers can come back to this video and either rate you or drag you. So forgive me, but I'm going to put you at the spot. Who do you think is going to be first, second, third, fourth, and 5th? Then who do you think is going to end at 18, 19, 20? So throw it out there.
Okay, I don't.
Okay. Be careful where you put Chelsea. Be careful where you put Chelsea.
Okay, right now, I think I'm going to be biased. But I don't really know if it's biased.
Be careful where you put Chelsea.
Because I'm going to be very honest with myself.
Okay.
First of all, in the first position, winning the Premier League, I think Manchester United will win the Premier League this season. We don't need any other thing. We finished third last season. We don't want to finish fourth. I think in the first position, it's going to be Manchester United.
Vivi imagination.
GGMU. Okay, then second, I think I'm going to put Man City there. I'm going to put Man City because I feel they are always competitive every season. For the past 10 seasons, Manchester City have not finished less. They always finish either first or second. True. So I think Man United, Manchester City, then I'm going to put Arsenal there because I think Arsenal, I I think this is the place I'm going to be biased right now because I don't want to put Arsenal above Man United right now. I think Arsenal are going to finish third in the Premier League.
Drag him in the comment section.
I think you can drag me. I don't care. I think in the fourth position, I'm going to be placing Liverpool there.
Wow.
I think Liverpool.
Wow.
They are ready this season.
Okay.
Like I said before, Antonio Reala is a very good coach. He's a manager that I admire so much, and I think he's going to do very good job with this Liverpool team. Then in my fifth place, I don't know. I think I'm going to put Chelsea there because I want them back in the Champions League regardless because Chelsea, they are very competitive when it comes to European competition. And when it comes to the relegation battle, I don't really know what to do, but I think I'm going to place Coventry 18th, All City 19, and Ipswich 20. I don't know any other team to put in that numbers right now, except from the team that just came to the Premier League right now. So that's my own prediction for this coming season.
Well, I have to return the favor. I must return the favor. So for the first position, it's none other, unbiased, it's Chelsea.
How? It's not even possible.
Well,
it's not even possible.
Talk to the hands.
Reasons because finishing 10 last season to winning the league. It's not even possible.
Reasons because
I'm not saying that.
Sir, reasons because we are not playing in any UEFA competition. We have the least match to play among the top 5. Are you getting me? We are focused basically on the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Premier League. And go back and check. The seasons where Chelsea has performed poorly in the Premier League and end poorly placed, they come out dancing above. So I don't want to brag and I don't want to go into details. I know Xabi Alonso will make me proud. Then second position, that's tough. Because I don't think Man City will do very well this season. I've said that countlessly. I think it's cliche if you follow me. I don't think Manchester City will do very well this season. So I'm still going to place Mikel Arteta boys there. The first position is going to be a very tight fight between Chelsea and Arsenal. It's going to be a London derby at the top, the first and second. That's my opinion. Then at the third position, I'm not even saying Liverpool yet. So I'll put Michael Carrick. Maybe he will retain the third position. That's Manchester United. I'm not as unjust as he is. Let me use biblical terms. I'm not as unjust as he is. So Michael Carrick, third position. Then, shockingly, I'm saying Tottenham do well this season. So I'm saying Tottenham at the fourth position. Then the fifth position. Let's put Manchester City there. I know I'm saying this thing. A news might come before the end of the season that Manchester City want to sack Enzo Maresca. I'm saying that. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm not a prophet. I don't want to be spiritual here. But I'm saying that he might not do well. Come back to this video, reference it, and punish me if you want. Then I think Coventry will not be going back with the people they came with. Coventry will be staying back in the Premier League. I don't know why I have that feeling. I think Leeds United will be dropping. But from the football Leeds United played last season, it's going to be very hard to put them there. But I think Coventry will be staying back. I'm certain that Hull City and Ipswich will be going back. But I don't know the third team that will be going with them. Let's hope it's not Manchester United. I'm not ready for any war. I'm not ready for. I just said let's not hope. I'm not being said.
If Man United gets relegated in the Premier League is done. The Premier League is over. We are the biggest team in the Premier League, the biggest club in the world. So if Man United gets relegated in the Premier League is over. There's no need of watching the Premier League again. So stop it.
Fight to your keyboard, sir. It's just an opinion. I said, I hope it is not. I did not say I hope it is.
This is coming from someone that finished 10th last season.
Yes.
That almost got relegated.
Wow, you finished 15 the season before. I finished 10 last season. You finished 15 before. So I didn't even end 15. I did well. And the season you finished 15, I won the World Club Cup trophy. I won the Conference League. So what are we not saying?
Are you talking about Conference League?
But I just said, if you heard me clearly, I said I hope it is not. Meaning I'm even supporting you.
It can never be Man United. It can never.
I didn't say it will be Manchester United. I said I hope it is not.
You don't call the biggest football club name in England in such statement. You don't put Man United name in such statement. What is Manchester United We are not related to relegation.
If you are not trying to be unfair here, I just told you Manchester United will end in the top 3. I said it earlier, but this is a figure of speech.
No, you are trying to fight with me.
I'm not fighting. I told you I'm not as biased as you are. I placed Manchester United in my top 3 among the top 5.
Okay.
And I prayed for you. I said, I hope it is not Manchester United.
Okay.
So where did I do wrong here?
Okay. We'll see.
Chelsea.
We'll see.
Mona no shame me this season, though.
We have a lot.
The people planning against me
We
this
have a lot to
season.
do this season. We'll see.
Xabi Alonso.
We are coming back
I
to
don't
this.
use Nana the brag. Oh.
We are coming back to this.
I don't use Nana the brag. If my Nyash enter fire this season, well, that's all we can take on Football Talks with Milton. It's been an exciting episode, a fun-filled episode. The production has told us we can't go any further. We had a lot to talk about, but we'll do that in other episodes. I'm privileged and proud to have my friend Jay Banks in the building, even though we don't agree on a lot of things. Well, it's so nice having you on my first episode. It makes it very special. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in coming episodes, in a lot more episodes. I might even have only you in multiple episodes because we'll have a lot to fight about. The next time, it might not be as peaceful as this. It might not be as calm as this. It used to be more chaotic than this, but we are trying to be civil. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Don't worry, they'll microwave bangasu for you. Shadi, you don't sweat already. I know what you like. So thank you for coming, brother. God bless you. Thank you. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win the trophy? First of all, who do you think is going to win the trophy? Who do you think will make it to the top 5? And who do you think is going back in the relegation? You can also drop who do you think is going to win the Premier League Player of the Season and the Golden Boot. It is the Premier League, the league we love so much, the league that never give us any boring moments. So stay tuned to this channel as more entertaining and interesting activities will be coming up on this platform. Stay tuned. God bless you. For now, bye.